They're running in the All-American Futurity NFL.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Triple Crown Report, brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency. I'm Tim Keithley, along with Hall of Fame broadcaster Tom Dawson, ready to take you through the lineup for the weekend. It's rainbow time up in Albuquerque, Tom.
Yes, it is, Tim. We're getting used to doing this in Albuquerque. The trials went great, and I'm looking forward to 3 outstanding finals this weekend.
We'll tell you all about them in just a moment. Triple Crown Report is brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency, Granada Farms, American Quarter Horse Association, New Mexico Horse Breeders Association, Kavanaugh Quarter Horses featuring Uncle D, Just Dulce standing at Royal Vista Ranch, and Speed Horse Magazine. We'll tell you all about the Rainbow Futurity, Oaks, and Derby when the Triple Crown Report returns.
The American Quarter Horse. They represent a new year, new opportunities, and exciting expectations to be winners. For over 30 years, Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency has insured American quarter horses that include champions and their bloodlines. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency knows that your horse represents a large investment. Ensuring that investment will be the least overall expense an owner has in protecting that investment, whether it's a new foal, a new purchase, or a special runner. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency offers prospective full coverage to protect your investment from the very beginning, while in utero, and when your foals are born. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency can insure them at 24 hours of age. Their family has made supporting the American Quarter Horse a priority. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency is proud to be a Triple Crown Report sponsor. Visit their website at jonesbloodstockinsurance.com for more information.
Uncle D is the only stallion to sire qualifiers for all Remington Park, Oklahoma bred stakes. Uncle D foals born through 2026 are eligible for the $50,000 smart money incentive when they win a Grade 1 Futurity or Derby. $25,000 goes to Grade 2 and Grade 3 Futurity and Derby winners. Plus, he is a Ruby and Regatta Buckle stallion. Uncle D, a $3 million sire, now standing in New Mexico at Prestige Equine.
Back to the Triple Crown Report. Tom, let's turn our attention to the $1 million Rainbow Futurity. It's the second leg of Quarter Horse's Triple Crown at 400 yards. The fillies were pretty tough in the trials.
They were, and sometimes when it stretches out to 410, the fillies kind of drop off, but we had some perform extremely well.
Here's the lineup for the $1 million Rainbow. On the inside, Heat Seeker V. On the outside, El Huracano V. So looks like the Valeriano barn double entered on both sides of the racetrack.
Yeah, he's got him surrounded. Also, the 2-horse Bet the Limit should be noted. Won her trial, was disqualified. They protested to the Racing Commission. Her connections did. Their protest was upheld. She was reinstated, and she is in post position 2. She's a good filly.
Now, the top qualifier was Ask Her to Fly, the filly that had success in the Ruidoso, back for trainer Jason Olmstead. We caught up with him on the backside.
Ask Her to Fly is flown away.
Ask Her to Fly was fastest day 2, and she has 5 starts. So are you now concerned about, is there enough gas in the tank?
Well, it's one of those deals. When starts start adding up, it's usually because you're qualifying to these big races. So numbers, I hope, keep adding up for her, but it's always a concern, especially the further you go distance-wise and later on in the summer. We all know she's not a very big filly, but in the Ruidoso trials, I was hoping it wasn't a fluke that she did what she did, came back and ran great in the finals to run third. Really made me jaw drop again, that just how easy she does it, and came back super. So she's happy, I'm happy. Coming into the Ruidoso trials, I always like to have experience. I think it puts you a little ahead. This time of year, we're obviously still more experienced than a first-time starter, but that also means that first-time starter has room to improve probably and move up where we might be getting to where as good as ours is going to be. I hope not, but opened a lot of eyes again, so as long as she keeps amazing us, we're going to keep taking it.
Well, Tim, the key to ask her to fly is the break. She must leave the gate, just like she did in the trials here, and make herself a target for those big boys to try to catch her. In the Rainbow Futurity, she did not do that. She broke kind of with them, and ran a great third, but that's not her game. She needs to leave like she did in the trials and say, come catch me.
And what's interesting about this filly, she's less than 1,000 pounds. Do you handicap weight, and is that going to be a factor?
Well, I think it depends on the horse. Normally, you look at a horse in the paddock and you say, ooh, that's a little thing, but she picks him up and lays him down just fine. So I don't think it's going to bother her going 400.
And then the other filly that was top qualifier was from the Johnny Trotter Ranch in Texas, owner of Ruidoso Downs Racetrack. And I don't know about you, this looks like a runner. Cartel Cowgirl 1, 2, 3. What do you think, Tom?
Well, we said at the time of the trials, I don't ever remember filly posting the fastest time on one of the Rainbow trial days ever. It may have happened, but it was beyond the memory of myself and several others. So she's already shown herself to be something special.
I like that little filly, and I'm rooting for Mr. Trotter to hit the winner's circle. But I tell you what, tough competition from that Valeriano stable. I know that outside racehorse can run.
Canovi was a very close second in a Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity, closing fast at the end at a shorter distance. The 400 yards does nothing but help this big guy. The fact that Francisco Calderon qualified too and picked him should be noted. He's not always 100% correct, but he's seldom wrong. Hurricane V, a big factor here.
Do you have a pick?
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of like you. I'd love to see Cartel Cowgirl get the money because it's just such a great story. Her having recovered, from nearly dying at the beginning of her 2-year-old year. And I think if she runs that race back, Tim, if that wasn't a one-off, he could be in the winner's circle.
I certainly hope so, but it's going to be a great race. There are lots of talented horses running in the Rainbow Futurity on Sunday afternoon. We'll be right back and tell you all about the Rainbow Oaks and Derby when the Triple Crown Report returns.
New Mexico offers year-round racing at 5 tracks. $60 million is paid annually to New Mexico breds, led by the $1.2 million State Fair Futurity at Albuquerque. Last year, 4 New Mexico breds became millionaires, 2 quarter horses and 2 thoroughbreds. Yours may be waiting. Shop the New Mexico bred sale at Ruidoso in August and the Ruidoso Select Sale. New Mexico is the place to breed and race.
One famous eagle has sired 3 All-American Futurity winners, 2 world champions, and 6 millionaires. Dulce Sintacha was the leading freshman sire with progeny earnings of nearly $2.2 million. 2-time champion Cyber Attack is a full brother to 6 Grade 1 winners. His first crop are yearlings. Also standing, This Is an Eagle, both a graded stakes winner and multiple graded stakes sire. Granada Farms, home of champion runners and sires.
Back to the Triple Crown Report. We turn our attention now to the 3-year-olds that'll be running on Saturday evening at the Downs of Albuquerque. Both major stakes events. The $535,000 Rainbow Oaks. Here's the lineup, Tom, and the favorites are in the middle. They've already raced against each other, and they're about to go again.
It's kind of funny the way they drew Tim. Toby Sis and GFG Sinful right together, just like they were in the third trial of the day back a couple of weeks ago. Now, you know that GFG Sinful's game is the break. She won the Rainbow or the Ruidoso Derby that way, broke on top, kept going. And it looked like she was doing the same thing here, but boy, Toby Sis, also a Grade 1 winner, hooked right up with her and pulled away at the end. I think the 440 yards was Toby Sis's friend, at least in the trials.
It's going to be a great filly race with both of the favorite horses in the middle. And if you could look at any of those long shots, any of the other fillies that you think might have a chance at a big price?
Well, I think the one that probably has more shot than any is the 7-horse Ideal. Here's an up-and-coming filly. She's not as accomplished as the rest of them, but I believe with James Flores aboard, she might be one to put on your trifecta tickets.
Be the 7th race on Saturday evening, and we'll tell you all about the Rainbow Derby when we come back on the Triple Crown Report.
For over 56 years, Speed Horse Magazine has been the trusted source for quarter horse racing news. Our mobile-friendly platform elevates your experience on any device. Our advanced search puts essential data right at your fingertips. Explore the stallion section, easily sort and filter member stallions, then compare up to 3 side by side. Stay informed with custom notifications tailored to you. Speed Horse Magazine. We deliver the information that drives the industry.
Genetics matter, and these are impossible to ignore. Just Dulce, 2025 champion 3-year-old colt and full brother to the phenomenon, Dulce Sintacha. Backed by elite genetics, proven performance, and a program designed for success, Just Dulce booked full his very first season. Just Dulce, genetically inevitable, standing at Royal Vista Ranch in Wayne, Oklahoma.
Back for the final segment of Triple Crown Report. This is going to be a fantastic derby this year. The Rainbow Derby, $750,000. Take a look at the lineup. On the inside, Jarvis V with Francisco Calderon, who qualified a lot of racehorses, Tom. You also have Political Twist, last year's AQHA champion racehorse of the year.
This is a fantastic derby, Tim. A lot of years we would not expect to have this strength of the 3-year-olds until maybe the All-American Derby, but here we are looking at it in the Rainbow. It's going to be really good.
You know, Political Twist didn't lose a step, had been off for a while, and really looked strong with the fastest qualifying time.
I think the thing about Political Twist is can he come back in 2 weeks and do it again? Yes, he was really sharp in the trials. Last year as a 2-year-old, he had no trouble repeating his trial performances. We'll see if he can do it now at 3.
And then Jason Olmstead is double entered with 2 fantastic horses that we're very familiar with as 2-year-olds, Famous and Relentless and Effortless Favorite. Who's faster?
Well, Effortless Favorite has done more on his form. He's earned $568,000. He's a Grade 1 winner, a professional racehorse. While Investor and Hitman V were battling on the inside in this trial, Effortless Favorite gets the lead and gets the victory on the outside. That's how deep this derby goes. The other horse, Famous and Relentless, not quite as accomplished, 200,000, but he was the 3rd fastest. And look at the way he runs, just right down the racetrack, never wavers. Boy, that'll win you a lot of races.
And he's in a perfect post position, being just to the outside of Political Twist, who'll have someone to run against.
Oh yeah, I think they both drew well. Famous and Relentless in the 6, Effortless Favorite in the 9. Jason could have a big say in the outcome here.
I don't know if anybody can beat that AQHA champ, though. Political Twist looks just as tough at 3 as this horse did as a 2-year-old.
Well, Jarvis V's trial, he broke terrible, and he had to change course, come around a horse, and still outfinish those in front of him. It was an unbelievable race. I'm not sure the rail is going to be his friend if he doesn't break better. got to leave the gate against a group like this to do good.
Going to be a great weekend, and all of it will be broadcast on the Cowboy Channel. Tell us about that, Tom.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Rainbow Futurity and the Juvenile for you right there in front of you on Sunday, and we'll do a full recap of the Oaks and the Derby from the night before. That Saturday night racing, Tim, boy, they draw a great crowd there. It's very enthusiastic. I thought the Ruidoso Derby and Oaks at night was Derby at night was a lot of fun.
It's going to be a fun weekend, I know that, and we'll look forward to your coverage on the Cowboy Channel. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the time, Tom.
Very good, Jim. See you in Albuquerque.
Triple Crown Report is brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency, Granada Farms, American Quarter Horse Association, New Mexico Horse Breeders Association, Kavanaugh Quarter Horses featuring Uncle D, Just Dulce, standing for Royal Vista Ranch, and Speed Horse Magazine. Thanks everybody for watching the Triple Crown Report. Talk to you next week.